Assalamu alaikum dear students, hope you are fine. Our today's topic for discussion is note making. Dear students, as you know, we had discussed this topic, that is note making, in detail in the previous lesson. Now in today's lesson we will again discuss it briefly and will make notes from three passages so that we may be able to understand it fully. Dear students, note making means presenting big chunks of knowledge in a neat and brief form. The characteristics of good notes are: number first, they are brief; number second, only relevant facts are given; number third, only words or phrases are used; full sentences are often not necessary. In other words, the language used in making or taking notes may not be grammatically very correct. Number 4. Information is presented in a tabular form. It is divided and subdivided. The divisions may be main sections 1, 2, 3, and now there are subsections A, B, C, etc. Abbreviations and symbols are used instead of complete words. Common abbreviations are used. In addition, every individual can use his or her own set of abbreviations and symbols. For example, parliament may be reduced to PA or LT or P. But care should be taken that one abbreviation does not stand for more than one word. Now, let us start from para number first, passage first, and then we will try to make its notes. Let me read the passage first. Early rising leads to health and happiness. The man who rises late can have little rest in the course of the day. Anyone who lies in the bed late is compelled to work till a late hour in the evening. He has to go without morning exercise, which is so necessary for his health. In spite of all his efforts, his work will not produce as good results as that of early riser. The reason for this is that he cannot take advantage of the refreshing hours in the morning. Some people say that quiet hour of midnight is the best time of working. Several great thinkers say that they can write best only when they burn the midnight oil. Yet, it is true to say that few men have a clear brain at midnight when the body needs rest and sleep. Those who work at that time soon ruin their health. Bad health must in the long run have a bad effect on the quality of their work. Now we will make the notes from this passage. Number first note Number first point of the note: advantages of early rising. Now there are 2 points of this point. First, health and happiness. Now there is second point, that is disadvantages of late rising. Now there are sub points of this point. Second, that's work till late in the evening. Second, go without morning exercise. Third, work not done properly. Now there is point number 3, and first point of point number 3: burning midnight oil is bad for health. Second point of point number 3: so bad health affects the quality of our work. So as you know, this information is divided and subdivided so that we are completely able to understand the passage briefly. So these were the 3 points. Now passage number second. Let me read it. Whom is the first and most important school of character? It is there that every human being receives his best moral training or his worst, for It is there that his character imbibes those principles of conduct which endure through manhood and seize with life. It is a common saying that manners make the man, and there is a second one that mind makes the man. But truer than either is a third that whom makes the man. The whom training includes not only manners and mind but also character. It is mainly in the home that the heart is opened, the habits are formed, the intellect is awakened, and the character is molded for good or for evil. From the source, from that source issue the principles and maxims of society. Law itself is the reflex of whom's. The bit of the bits of opinion sown in the minds of children in the private life afterwards issue forth to the world and become its public opinion. Foundations are grown out of nurseries. Those who hold the leading of children may even exercise a great power than those who wield the reins of government. Now notes. Now we have made the notes based on this paragraph. Second, now the heading is whom as the nursery of character. Now the subheadings are number first, whom is the one training ground for character. Now under this subheadings are one gets the best or worst moral training at whom. Now the second point under first point is it is rightly said that whom makes the man. Now there is another subheading that is whom training, and then there are subheadings that is under point 2. There are again the subheadings that is whom grooming or training includes manners, mind and character. Now there is point second under 2. It is at whom that one gives vent to one's feelings frankly. Now there is point 3 under point 2. Point 3 under point 2, it is whom where habits are formed, the intellect is awakened and the character is molded. Now there is point 3 that is subheading 3. Now there are subheadings under point this 3, that is there are more points under point 3. That's bits of opinion sown in the minds of children later become public opinion. It is well known that nations grow out of nurseries. Those who now point 3, those who let the minds of children yield a lot of power. Now there is passage 3. Let us understand this passage 3 and then we will make the notes of this passage 3. Games, though essential, should not become the bell all and end all of student life. Generally, the sportsman wastes too much time on them and fail in their examination. One must never devote more than an hour to sports, and after that should not even think about them. Again, if a player plays a game rashly, there is every danger of breaking bones. If it is played without the spirit of sportsmanship, it can lead to bad blood and quarrels. In some of the colleges, there is a tradition that if the visiting team is winning a match, the home team plays foul, picks a quarrel, and breaks bones of visitors. But in spite of these minor defects, supports are very useful in keeping the students busy and developing their personalities. India expects its citizens to have the qualities of true sportsmen. If we all acquire these qualities, there will be no narrow-mindedness and no injustice. There will be independence in the real sense of the word. Now we have made some notes. We have made the notes from this passage. Now let's understand these notes. Supports essential for students but not the be all and end all. Number second point is wasting too much time not good, failure in examination. Number 3, playing rashly make may cause breaking of bones. Now point 4, lack of sportsmanship, quarrels between teams. Number 5, Utility of supports keep students busy and develop their personalities. Now the point 5 6 is true sportsmanship can end narrow-mindedness, corruption, and injustice. You might have understood, and you have you have understood that these all 6 points include the crux of the passage. So therefore, notes it plays an important role because they include the complete information about the passage, and the person who makes the notes is able to understand it in the next time, and the person who wants to make the passage new passage from these notes, he will be definitely able to make the passage from these pointers. So it plays an important role in our life, and it is very important from the examination point of view. So we know that we came to the conclusion that note making means presenting big chunks of knowledge in a neat and brief form. Its characteristics, or you might have understood that they are brief. Only here you noted that only relevant facts are given, and only words and phrases are used, and full sentences are often not necessary. So you have also understood, and you have noted that the language used in making or taking notes, it it may not be grammatically very correct. Thank you very much.